Stereoscopic acuity, also stereo acuity, is the smallest detectable depth difference that can be seen in binocular vision. Specification and measurement. Stereo acuity is most simply explained by considering one of its earliest tests, a two-peg device, named Howard-Dolman test after its inventors. The observer is shown a black peg at a distance of 6 m, equals 20 feet. A second peg, below it, can be moved back and forth until it is just detectably nearer than the fixed one. Stereo acuity is this difference in the two positions, converted into an angle of binocular disparity, i.e., the difference in their binocular parallax. Tests of stereo acuity. Since the Howard-Dolman test described above is cumbersome, stereo acuity is usually measured using a stereogram in which separate panels are shown to each eye by superimposing them in a stereoscope using prisms or goggles with color or polarizing filters or alternating occlusion. For a review, see. A good procedure is a chart, analogous to the familiar Snellen visual acuity chart, in which one letter in each row differs in depth, front or behind, sequentially increasing in difficulty. For children, the fly test is ideal. The image of a fly is trans-illuminated by polarized light. Wearing polarizing glasses, the wing appears at a different depth and allows stereopsis to be demonstrated by trying to pull on it. Expected performance. There is no equivalent in stereo acuity of the normal 20/20ths visual acuity standard. In every case, the numerical score, even if expressed in disparity angle, depends to some extent on the test being used. Superior observers under ideal conditions can achieve 0.1 arcmin or even better. The distinction between screening for the presence of stereopsis and a measurement of stereo acuity is valuable. To ascertain that depth can be seen in a binocular views, a test must be easily administered and not subject to deception. The random dot stereogram is used widely for this purpose and has the advantage that for the uninitiated the object shape is unknown. It is made of random small pattern elements. Depth can be created only in multiples of elements and therefore may not reach the small threshold disparity which is the purpose of stereo acuity measurements. A population study revealed a surprisingly high incidence of good stereo acuity. Out of 188 biology students, 97.3% could perform at 2.3 minutes of arc or better. Factors influencing stereo acuity. Optimum stereo acuity requires that the following mitigating factors be avoided. Low contrast. Short duration exposures, less than 500 milliseconds. Fuzzy or closely spaced pattern elements. Uncorrected or unequally corrected refractive errors, monovision. Perceptual training in stereopsis. More than other such visual capabilities, the limits of stereopsis depend on the observer's familiarity with the situation. Stereo thresholds almost always improve, often several-fold, with training and involve perceptual factors, differing in their particulars for each test. This is most vividly evident in the time it takes to solve a random dot stereogram rapidly decreases between the first exposure and subsequent views.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.